We're gonna make some doubles. Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode of Progress Not Perfection.
Okay, so what are we doing today?
Today we are making one of our favorite snack foods, doubles, for the first time.
Yes, I've been dying to make these. The first time I had them was when we went to Trinidad and Tobago, my first trip there ever. And as soon as we got off the airplane, we went right outside to the left to the doubles lady, and we just started chowing down. Now, what was your first experience? Because you grew up for a little while in Trinidad.
Yeah, so I can't tell you my first time because this is just a food that we eat. But I could tell you this is a street food that you can find at 6 a.m. in the morning after a fete. And a fete is like a party or a hangout, and late at night. My family would get this for Sundays after we go to the market and come home and eat some doubles before a big dinner. But
we did do that. That was the second time I had them. Is we saw some steel pan performances, and then right after that, we had been drinking some rum and we had a great time. And there was the street vendor outside. The doubles man was right there, just around the corner, and I had at least 2 or 3 more. Mm-hmm.
And one of the notable things is that people would ask you to bring back doubles for them. It's doubles or KFC. We're not making KFC today, but people would ask you to bring back doubles for them. So when you land in Trinidad, you get your doubles if the doubles people are open and not sold out. And then when you're on your way back home, you try to get some doubles and put it in your bag so that as soon as you get back into the States, you can freeze them or give them out as gifts. Well, anyway, Andrew has always said that he wanted to learn how to make these. And I believe that there's no better place to get doubles than in Trinidad. Andrew has always tried to prove that wrong, and
well, I wouldn't say I tried to prove it. I understood the value of that, and I'm like, what can we do to make a reasonable substitution while people are here? It's May 30th. It's International Doubles Day.
Yes. The founder of Lyman just announced it.
He put out a challenge to everybody to make your own doubles to celebrate the holiday. So if it wasn't for your mother sending us a message showing us this, I don't think we would be doing it. But I couldn't be happier because I'm excited now that we're going to make these.
Yeah.
So what we have in front of us is the main ingredients that we'll start going through. And what are the main parts of this dish? Because there's a couple of factors to it where you're assembling a couple of different elements.
Right, so essentially a doubles is like a Barra, which is a fried bread that feels very pancake-like. Almost.
Yeah, it seemed really soft but very chewy. Like there's a texture that you want to have where it doesn't feel like it's falling apart, but it feels like a nice, pleasing, chewy texture. But it's even better. A crepe doesn't really chew as much as it does breaks up in your mouth. This is delicious in the fact that it's fried but still soft, not crispy.
Yes. And then you have your curry chana that you mix in there, and then you'll have your toppings, of course, that have like tamarind or mango, pepper sauce, or cucumber. Different things that you could put on it. So what we're doing today is we're going to make the Barra and the curry chana with a few toppings.
I would say the first thing we want to show is getting into the Barra, because we need to make the dough and kind of let it proof for a little bit, and then while it's proofing, we can start putting together the chana and all those ingredients as well.
So the funny thing about this is Andrew measures and is a really good baker, so I'm going to let him do the Barra, because anything with bread and dough, my hands are not blessed enough to touch. However, when you look at most recipes in Trinidad, they're all suggested measurements. So we're just gonna go by.
So to that point, when we're trying to follow this gentleman's recipe, there's 1 or 2 occasions where it says half cup, and then it lists 3 things right next to that. And so
we're gonna figure it out.
With the chana, we can definitely not wing it, but we we can do our own thing.
Yeah.
We have the basic ingredients here but to your point, with the baked goods, we need to be careful so that we don't kind of ruin the base of all of this.
And I'm looking at these ingredients here and I'm realizing that I may want to add one or two, even though it wasn't on the list.
I don't think anybody's going to notice if we change anything. We'll see. All right, so let's move on to putting these ingredients together. Okay, let's gather your ingredients for the Barra. Combine the dry ingredients in a large bowl and begin to mix them together. Next, begin to slowly add water to the dry ingredients in the bowl. Adding small amounts of water as needed to keep the dough manageable. Not too wet though. Add a little bit of oil towards the end to keep the dough from drying as you let it rest for 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, take the dough and divide it into small equal-sized balls. Then, on an oiled surface, flatten them out into discs to prepare them for frying. Take the Barra and carefully drape them into the hot oil. As soon as they begin to float, take a fork and flip it. After you've flipped it once, after a few seconds, take it out and let it rest on some paper towels to drain the oil. Alright, so now that the Barra is resting, we can start on the Chana. And we have all of our ingredients here and a few over there, and we're gonna start heating them up on the pan and really start getting into the cooking and making our apartment smell so fragrant and delicious. So, alright, let's get to cooking. Okay, let's gather your ingredients for the Chana. Start by chopping up and portioning out your spring onions and onions. We used a food processor because it's fast. Then get your garlic going and heat up oil in a large saucepan. Add your coriander, the cumin, turmeric, and curry powder. Stir the seasonings, then add the garlic, onion, spring onion, and some cilantro. Then add the chickpeas. Stir these ingredients until well combined. And don't forget to add water as needed to develop a thick sauce. And then finally drop in your Scotch bonnet pepper and put on the lid. It took us about 30 minutes to cook the Chana ingredients, and we realized after the fact that we should have added a small amount of water as it cooked. Ours came out a little too thick. Tamarinds typically come as a dried out pod, which have a sweet chewy middle and hard seeds. This is the sauce they make. Carisha kind of made up her own recipe for the cucumber. All things have been completed. We have our Barra, we have the Chana, and we have some toppings here. So the first topping you said is?
A cucumber dressing.
Or like almost like a coleslaw consistency. And then here we have, this is our tamarind sauce.
Yes.
That we luckily found and did not have to actually make it from scratch. And then this lovely bottle of delicious hot sauce. This is
Scotch bonnet pepper, which we coincidentally found in the Philippines of all places at a market, a Saturday market, similar to the Saturday markets we would get the doubles at in Manila. There was a woman who had a tent. I Love Curry is the name of her tent. And lo and behold, she was truly selling Trinidadian food. The heart had the Trinidad emblem on it. There's a picture of her and I together after the fact. Andrew will drop that in here. Now, we have the Barra.
Do you see this? For those of you that I know love doubles and have a connection to the West Indies, I can't tell you how many are in here, but I hope you also took it upon yourself to try and make doubles and enjoy this holiday.
This is my plate. Gonna show Andrew how to make the doubles, or you guys how to make the doubles if you were eating it on the corner of like Arapita Avenue or something. So you take 1 Barra, 2 Barra, you stack them.
Kind of offset from each other.
Yeah. like so. Then you take your Chana, whoop it in there. Then you add your toppings. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add some of this.
All right, I'm gonna try it. Okay. So I start like this. All right, you might want to back up. I don't want to whoop it onto you.
Whoop it on there. But it doesn't seem as like whoopy as normal. But yeah.
I think it's a little denser. It probably
It's
could be a little bit
definitely
looser.
runnier.
All right. Mm-hmm. You know what? You made it. I'm gonna go for it as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little bit of this on there, spread it around. I've probably made mine a little longer than I need to.
But that looks good. That looks official.
Hey, I mean, if I'm ever gonna have, you know, a doubles truck in Asbury Park, you know, I gotta start someplace.
This is true.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yay!
We did it.
Oh.
High five.
I found this very delicious and very satisfying. Is it better than what you get in Trinidad? Absolutely not. Nothing can top that overall big picture. I just want to say thank you for joining me for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed our antics, and happy Doubles Day. Happy National Doubles Day. All right.
Bye.
I'll see you next time. Bye.
Ooh-wee. No, not that one.
She'll join us any minute.
Hi.
Hi.
These episodes take a lot
They
of
do.
Andrew work.
I know my first experience was we just got to God damn it. I had it. I was gonna say the Philippines because I say that so many times. You heard it coming out of my brain. All right.
Okay.
All right,
Let's
so-
start again.
So
He's making us challenged. He's challenging us.
he's making us.
Sorry.
But I can't. He's making this challenge. He is, apparently. It's too late for this. Anyway, so if it wasn't for your mother-in-law. That's your mother, my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law, yeah. I think I'm gonna take over from here. I have to say, the video that we watched made me believe that we could do it in 5 minutes. So,
I thought I was starting it, but fine. It's your show now. It's your channel. Go ahead.
I mean,
Whatever
we're talking
channel this
about
is.
progress, right?
All right, Hulk, you still thirsty? I beelined it for it because I knew that's where I was gonna find her. Our cameraman is being a little bit ornery here for a second, and Hunk, come on. You're like, so here's my plate.
This is my plate. And my dog. That was pretty good.